Hey guys, what is up? It is NoHelp and welcome back to Anyone Can PVM. In this video, we're going to be doing a very low level Barrows guide for Ironman accounts. Taking a quick look at the gear that I have, I tried to keep it as low budget as possible. I mean, some of the items are definitely not needed. I have the Helmanezi knot, the occult necklace not needed, Zamorak cape. I just brought the black d'hide body. You don't need anything like this. You can even do this with void if you want. Trident, you can easily replace this with the Iban staff. Mage's book, you do not need. I just have the tormented bracelet, ring of suffering, and eternal boots. You can easily replace this with mystics, a combat bracelet. Doesn't really matter for the gear. For my range switch, I have a blowpipe and a necklace of anguish. Again, you could just use a glory, doesn't really matter. And then I also brought a whip just to kill off the little minions inside of the caves, but you could just go ahead and use your mage weapon to do so. In the inventory, I have a super combat potion, a ranging potion. These are definitely not needed either, just to speed up the trips, a couple prayer potions, a little bit of food, and a way to get out of there. You also should bring yourself a spade. How to get to Barrows? Probably the best way of getting there is using a Morton teleport and walking over to here, or you can go ahead and use your Mauritania legs and walk over, or if you have the level of 83 magic, you can make the Barrows teleport on the Archaea spellbook and it will teleport you directly there. I personally have it in my house, so I can just go ahead and scroll right towards the Barrows teleport. Makes it a little bit easier, but definitely not needed. If you did forget yourself a spade, all you have to do is run up to the shed here and grab a spade. It's pretty easy. Alright, so this is pretty easy. Pretty much what you're going to have to do is go ahead and kill 6 brothers, and then you have to explore the caves, finish the last brother off. There's always one brother that you have to kill inside of the caves, and then get your percentage up to around, between 80-88%, and then go ahead and loot. It sounds very complicated, but it is very easy. So let's just go ahead and go to the first hill and use the spade on the hill, and then all you have to do is search here and we will see which brother. So this is Darrock, so obviously what you're going to want to do is pray against melee and start hitting this guy. He can also do some very big damage, so make sure that you're all good to go. Mage should work totally fine here as long as you're making sure that you pray melee. Easy. And then that's it for this room. And then as you can see, if you have the RuneLight plugin Barrows, it will show you a little check mark here, and then you know that brother is out of the way. Very easy. All right, so you can just go in any order you want. A lot of people have a certain order that they like to go to, but for me, it doesn't really matter. This one will be Arams, so if it is this cave, put your range setup on and go ahead and dig the hole. And as you can see, this guy spawns, put on pray from magic here, and you're good to go. Oops, I didn't even put the right prayers on, but yeah, very easy. He should just be dead really quickly. If you're a lower level, this definitely will take a lot longer, but since I have maxed combat, it's fairly simple to go ahead and do. All right, so Arams is out of the way. And the next boss is Guthin, so let's go up to the hill up here, dig, and we should be fighting Guthins. Now it's the same as here. All you have to do is pray against melee, and I recommend just using mage or whatever you really want here. You can even put on prayer to make it a little bit easier, but as long as you get a couple of hits in, it won't be too bad. A lot of people bring spec weapons to make this quicker, whatever, but if you just want to get some quick, easy kills, this is definitely the way to go. When you're a lower level Ironman, this does take quite a while to go ahead and kill these brothers, but it's definitely worth doing for sure to upgrade your gear. The next hill up here is Corel, and this is going to be the ranged one, so you could use melee or whatever you want. I'm just going to stick to magic, so we're going to put on pray from range and go dig. Okay, so this is where, so you don't want to go here. So this, when you get this message, it means you found the brother. So this one will be inside of the cave. So you're going to have to fight that one after. So let's go up to Torregs, put on pray from melee, and run up to the hill, dig, search, and kill this brother as well. Very easy to go ahead and do. And if you bring way better gear, you can like 2-shot, 3-shot some of these bosses, they're very easy to go ahead and do. This is very old content, but you can still make a decent amount of money here, but easy enough. And all right, climb back up the stairs, and we're going to the last one right here, and let's fight this guy. All right, so dig the hole and come back, pray melee. Or sorry, this one you pray range. I got the pray melee. I don't even know what I'm saying. And this guy should be easily dead as well. Perfect. No problem so far. As you can see, we still have most of our prayer, but you can go ahead and drink a prayer potion when needed. All right, so now that you have killed all of the brothers, we're at 56% potential. And like I said, you want to get it to around 80 to 85% for the best chance at rewards, or sorry, 80 to 88%. So let's go back to here now that we've killed all of the bosses, and go ahead and search. And now we're going to be entering the caves. All right, so now that we are in the caves, the goal is to go ahead and get to the middle of the caves. So you're going to want to start by searching these doors and try to get yourself up into the middle. There is an optimal route that you can go ahead and take, but as you can see, the door is locked there, so you want to keep searching. You could even bring a stamina potion if you like, but that's kind of being sweaty. You don't really need to go ahead and do that, especially low-level Ironman trying to get their first few kills in here. All right, looks like we are, taking forever to go ahead and do this, but this is supposed to be a beginner's guide for anyone to go ahead and do. So now the last brother is here, so what I'm going to go ahead and do is pray range and take out the last brother. He can spawn anywhere in here. Sometimes he'll spawn by the chest, sometimes in the rooms, but it's kind of decent if you get him here because then you'll know your exact potential. So once we kill this guy right now, we're at 66%. So you're going to want to get this to around 80 to 88%. So this is why I bring the whip, so you don't waste any charges on other things. You can just go ahead and kill skeletons and the bloodworms around here in order to go ahead and get yourself up to the percentage. But sometimes there will be puzzles on the doors as well, the ones that go into the main room, and they're very easy to solve, especially if you have RuneLight. The Barrows plugin will just tell you exactly what to go ahead and do, so no need to worry if you have RuneLight installed. It should be very simple for you. As you can see, your prayer drains a lot in here, so keep that in mind if you're going to be in here long term anyways. So I'll kill another bloodworm and get the percentage up a little bit here. Put pray melee. These guys shouldn't really hit anything, but just to be safe, and especially if you're a low level, these can definitely do some damage to you. So get this up a little bit more. One more maybe should be enough. You don't want to get it too high either, or you have the chance of getting a bad reward, like something like bolt racks or whatever that might be. But once you really get to master this, it becomes very easy to go ahead and do, and you can upgrade your gear. Very essential for Ironman to go ahead and do. So once you go ahead and open the door here, as you can see, the puzzles will be easily solved if you have RuneLight. It will tell you exactly what to click. So we're going to go ahead and, should we risk it? I think we're good. So see, this is green, 83. So now we can go ahead and search the chest. And there we go. That's an easy Barrows run completed. I think doing Barrows is a really good way to actually start getting into PVM, especially if you're a very low level account. This can be very challenging, and some of the brothers can KO you, and it's a little difficult to get out here when you are a lower level account, but it is a lot of fun, and especially if you're a low level Ironman, definitely give this a try because it's very good to get some great gear upgrades, especially Corels and Arums are great for range and mage, and Daroks and whatever can be really good for defensive armor. It's just really good to go ahead and do some Barrows. You also get some very useful runes out of it, which can obviously be very beneficial to your account. But I recommend you start PVM pretty much with learning how to do Barrows. It's fairly simple, but you'll get the hand of it. Different bosses and whatever do different styles. And the cool thing about this is you can train either mage, range, or magic. I highly recommend you do magic and whatever. But yeah, it does take a little bit of time to get used to it, but fairly simple. You can get some pretty great rewards for your account. Alright, so here's an example where the Barrows brother doesn't spawn. If we go to loot the chest here, then as you can see, he will come up here. Just to make sure that you don't double click it, or you will loot the rewards without killing all of the brothers, so that can really mess up your potential right there. All right, so we are about to get another quick kill here, and what's that going to shoot up to 86%? So let's go ahead and loot the chest, and not the best, but another completion nonetheless. Honestly, Barrows is a really fun activity to go ahead and do and can be very beneficial to your account. I'm actually still missing a couple of pieces from the Barrows chests right here. We have done 622. We've got most of the pieces, but we are still missing the Guthin's Helm, which is honestly a very important piece to complete the Guthin set. And we are missing the Carol's leather skirt, which is another very important piece. So of course we're going to have to go back there one day to knock out this challenge and get the green collection log. But yeah, Barrows is a great way to start yourself to get into PVM. Get some really cool upgrades for your account as well if you are an Ironman account. But yeah, anyways, thank you guys so much for watching the video today, and good luck with Barrows. See ya later.